Hi loves, and welcome back to my channel. It is Dr. Jack of All Trades, and I am so happy that you are joining me today because, as you can see, it's my birthday and I am so excited, so happy, and so very thankful to see another year. You know, I am growing older and I'd like to think I'm growing wiser. And you know what? It is truly a blessing. It is a great thing. I am 52 years young and I am so excited to embark upon this journey. I am amazed at how far I have come, what I've learned in my life. I am so thrilled. I am so happy. And I can't say enough how thankful I am to have my 52nd birthday. 52 revolutions around the sun. Nothing like it. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about is you know, some things that I've learned along the way that might be of interest to some of you who may be younger, some of you who may be older than I am, and you can say, yeah, I can attest to that, or that's not exactly how it was for me. And if it wasn't, or if it was, please leave a comment down below. We're all here to learn and share and grow together, but our goal is to live an abundant life and to experience joie de vivre, the joy of living. And that's what I am trying to do each and every day, is to live abundantly. And so I was thinking about, you know, psychology and student development and human development. That's my background. That's my area of expertise, or my areas of expertise. And when thinking about that, I thought about the maturity principle. You know, numerous research studies have been conducted that have all come to the same conclusion with regard to a person's personality, and that is that personality tends to get better over time. Psychologists call that the maturity principle. But to really understand that principle, you first got to understand what makes up one's personality. So according to the theory of personality development, personality is made up of 5 distinct traits, and those traits are, in no particular order, openness, extroversion, conscientiousness, agreeableness, and neuroticism. Openness relates to the eagerness one has to learn and experience new things, and also includes creativity, imagination, and insight. Extroversion is a characteristic that is related to an affinity for social interaction. Someone who is extroverted is easily energized in the company of others. They are talkative, assertive, and they have a high amount of emotional expressiveness. Conscientiousness is a trait that includes people who have high levels of thoughtfulness, and they have very good impulse control. They exhibit goal-directed behaviors. They thrive on structure, schedules, and routines. With regard to agreeableness, it doesn't mean that a person just agrees with everything they hear or see, but they do show signs of trust, kindness, and affection, and they are really prone to comforting and helping others. The final trait, neuroticism, is characterized by sadness or depression, moodiness, and emotional instability, and is often mistaken for antisocial behavior or some sort of psychological issue. But neuroticism is a physical and emotional response to stress and perceived threats in someone's daily life. When someone exhibits a high level of neuroticism, they're usually very anxious or depressed, they have mood swings, and they're often very, very irritable. How much a person changes in any of the 5 traits is very, very individual, with some changing more or less than others. But in general, the maturity principle applies to everyone. The maturity principle of personality development basically says that people become more extroverted, more agreeable, more conscientious, more stable as they grow older, or as they get older. You know, we think that, you know, once you reach a certain age, you know, you're kind of set. That's it. You know, you've heard the term, oh, they're just set in their ways. But actually, your personality evolves. It doesn't necessarily have to be set in stone once you reach 30. you know, you should mature and continue to mature and grow and learn and evolve. You know, I often hear, you know, people say that, oh, they're the same as they were when they were 20 years old. And my God, I hope I'm not. I hope I am not the same person that I was when I was 20 years old, because girl, as my mama said, I didn't know myself none. Okay? I didn't know myself anything. I thought I knew. And even now at 52, I'm still learning and I'm still growing, and I'm hoping that I can learn something new every day. But in thinking about those 5 traits that make up personality, starting with extroversion, that is how sociable you are. Have I become more sociable as I've gotten older? I think so. I think I'm more extroverted, but I still enjoy my alone time, my time with just me, my time to meditate. I am not one that has to go out and be amongst people all the time. I don't have to go to parties. I don't have to go out to clubs. I am perfectly happy and satisfied at home. But there are times when I do want to go out. And I think for me, a sign of maturity for me is that it doesn't bother me whether I'm out or in. I am okay either way. I no longer am concerned about what others think if I'm not there, if I don't go out, if I am there and what they think about what I'm wearing or what I'm doing or how I'm acting. I'm no longer concerned about that. I am more concerned about the experience, enjoying the time that I'm there, enjoying the people that I'm with, and just enjoying life, period. So, am I more extroverted? Probably. But I also like being by myself sometimes. Or not just by myself, but at home, just my husband and I, or just my kids and I, or, you know, things like that. So, yeah, I would say yes, that holds true. You do become more, for me, I became more extroverted. Conscientiousness. Which is basically how stable and how organized you are, how self-disciplined you are. Have I grown more conscientious? Absolutely. Absolutely, thank God. I am way more self-disciplined. I am way more organized. I am more oriented towards organization. I now and my husband jokes about this all the time, I now value immensely a routine and order. My daughter, she was reading this book, I think it's called Atomic Habits. I think that's the name of the book, Atomic Habits. And it talks about how just, you know, making that 1% change, small changes are important. People feel like having a routine inhibits their freedom. You know, they aren't as free as they could be if they have to have a routine. They have to do things in a certain order. But it's really actually the opposite, because when things are in order, when you have a routine, you don't have to spend time thinking about what comes next, or what you're gonna do, or how to do this, or where this shirt is, or where my high heel shoes are for work. I know exactly where they are because they're where they're supposed to be. Y'all, when I was younger, I used to waste so much time in the morning trying to figure out what I'm gonna wear to work, trying to get my kids together. I was late every single day. But now that I'm more organized, and 2, I have more time to get organized, because when you're a young parent, let's just face it, time is a premium. So you really have to be conscientious about even setting aside the time to get a schedule, to get orderly. But once that schedule is in place, it really does help. And so I know that now, as when compared to when I was younger, yeah, I'm way more organized, way more conscientious, and it has been very much so helpful to me. agreeableness, how warm and empathetic you are. Am I more agreeable? I'd like to think so. I'd like to think that I am more warm. I am more empathetic. I've always been pretty empathetic and compassionate. And I'd like to think that I'm just only growing more in that. And I hope that I can be that even beyond, continue to evolve and grow and become better in that area. So the first 3 traits, conscientiousness, agreeableness, and extroversion, I think I have matured and grown and become more so of each one of those. The next trait, which is openness, or how receptive you may be to new ideas, new things, new experiences. Absolutely. I'm way more open than I was when I was younger. I tell my kids all the time that they are so outgoing. I was never that outgoing. I was very reserved and conservative. I didn't do much of anything. I was, I guess, afraid, which is the 5th trait. We'll get to that in a minute. But I guess I was just afraid. But now I'm more open to those experiences, to new things, to trying new things within reason. Now, I'm not about to go pop a wheelie on a motorcycle on the highway. I'm not that adventurous. But I would love to go hiking in the Mexican jungle or the Caribbean, or zip lining or something like that. Those types of things, yes. But things that are just ridiculous, that might cause me bodily harm, serious injury, not so much. But yeah, I think I have become more open. So in that respect, my personality has changed in 4 different traits. Now, the last trait. And this one is where I am so thankful. And for anyone who's dealing with this as a young person, maybe this will give you a bit of hope. The 5th trait is neuroticism, or how anxious or depressed you are. And I can truly say it is like night and day from when I was younger. When I was in my 20s and around 25 on through the age of, say, 35-ish, I suffered from severe anxiety. I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. I went through depression and went through just a lot of mental issues that really no one knew about. No one really knew other than my mom, because I would share a lot with her. But even members of my family did not know. And my husband knew. He knew too how badly things like that affected me. I can remember exactly when I had my very first panic attack, and that was in 1995 in May, and I was sitting at my graduation, my undergraduate graduation, and that's when I experienced it for the very first time. And looking back, and after going through therapy and things like that, I realized that a lot of my issues were related to things that I had experienced, my inability to let go, my overthinking of things. And in some respects, it could have been hormonal. It could have been related to all sorts of issues. But I am so thankful that I can truly say that that part of my life has changed for the better. I am very thankful for that. And so through the years as I've grown, I found myself to be less neurotic, less anxious, less depressed. And a lot of that is due to experiences that I've had in my life, the fact that I've gone through some things. And when I say gone through it, I mean I have actually gone through it and come out on the other side. Those types of experiences have helped me to see that, you know what, I can make it. I think that is probably my biggest area of change. You can ask my husband. He would certainly tell you that that is one of the biggest areas of change for me, is that I am way less neurotic. And when you are less neurotic, it changes your entire outlook on life. It changes how you interact with people. I was always just so afraid, so anxious, just really panicky all the time. And so I'm no longer that way, and I'm thankful for that. And through prayer and meditation and, really getting in touch with that spiritual side of things, it really has helped me. And one thing that I've learned, which has helped me a lot, is to allow myself to enjoy. Just really allowing myself to enjoy, to let go and enjoy, instead of always thinking about, well, what if this happens, or what if that happens, and oh my goodness, what about this? I've learned to just, exhale and just enjoy and just live in the moment and not worry about what might happen if. That has helped me, and I'm still learning that. It is a daily struggle, especially if you are like me and you've dealt with anxiety for a great part of your adult life. It's hard to let go of that because it's the old familiar. It's like a comfortable blanket, then you revert back to the old. But I'm learning to take off those layers of anxiety, fear, worry, and relax and enjoy. And just realize that, today is a gift. This moment is a gift, and I want to enjoy it as best I can. And so with that, is the maturity principle true? For me, I think it is. I think as I've aged, I've become more conscientious. I've become more extroverted. I like to be out amongst people, but I also like to be in, so I can do either or. I have become more agreeable. I am trying to grow more in being warm and empathetic to people, and I've always been that way, but I just want to increase in that. And as far as neuroticism, it's night and day. Truthfully, it is night and day. I'm way less anxious now that I've gotten a bit older, and boy, am I thankful for that. I saw something the other day. Every year should teach you something valuable. Now, whether you get the lesson is up to you. Over the last 50 plus years of my life, I've been taught many valuable things, and I've learned many valuable lessons that I am so thankful to have learned, because those types of things are the ones that carry you through. My mom used to always say, there's no sense like bought sense. When you make those mistakes and you have to learn the hard way, those types of lessons stay with you forever. And I am so thankful that I've had the opportunity to learn those things. And I hope that, no doubt, I will continue to learn and to grow with each and every passing year. I am so thankful. Ooh, I can't tell you guys how much I am thankful for everything. You guys, let me tell you, my husband did the greatest thing for me. And this is another example of how I've been open to new experiences. So I've never really let anyone plan anything for me, right? I typically try to plan my own celebrations, my own birthdays, my own events. I'm the planner, right? I want to do it. So that's because I didn't want it. I wanted it to be done the right way. Didn't think anybody else would be able to do it the right way. And so this year, my husband, I hadn't planned anything for my birthday. I wasn't going to go anywhere. I wasn't going to do anything because I had some work I needed to catch up on. So, I just wanted to, be proactive and get some things out of the way. But my husband comes in and he says, you know, well, this weekend I have something planned. We're gonna go to Dallas. We're gonna go, I have something planned for you on this day. It's gonna be about 5:30. And I was like, well, what is it? You gotta tell me what it is, because I gotta be able to know how to dress and da this. And he was like, well, I'm not gonna tell you, but just wear something casual. You know, it'll be fine. We're gonna be outside. So just, you know, wear something casual, wear something nice. You're gonna be fine. And I was like, well, now I don't like surprises. That's what I'm saying to myself. So we get to our destination, we get to Dallas and what have you. And so that day of the event, he was like, do you want me to tell you? And I was just about to say, yes, tell me. But this little voice in me said, no, learn how to be surprised. Learn how to let people do something for you nice. Don't ask him where you're going. And I said, okay, I won't. I said, no, don't tell me. I'm gonna be surprised. And you guys, my husband had the sweetest surprise planned for me. The sweetest surprise.
Get on, make sure you step down on that first step.
Okay. Okay. Oh, this is so sweet. This is probably one of the most romantic you've done in our 20 plus years. I mean, it's not, but it's out of the norm. It's definitely out of the norm. This is nice. I love it. I'm almost gonna cry, but I'm not going to. This is nice. And yeah, the name of this lake, it's Lake Carolyn.
I know. I do it like that. I figured it all out. Maybe that.
Did. Wasn't that just so sweet? Lake Carolyn is where he took me, and we went on a gondola ride. It was the most amazing time. I felt so just, I let go and I allowed myself to live in the moment and to enjoy that. If you don't do anything else, just allow yourself to live in the moment. You will not regret it. I promise you, you will not regret it. And the sweetest thing that happened, the conductor, I guess that's what you call the man who's driving the boat, at some point, he dropped a bottle in the water. So as we made our way around, I heard him tell my husband to get that bottle. And my husband grabbed the bottle out of the water, and it was a message in a bottle. And it was a personal message from my husband to me. I read the message and I tried to hold it together, but I started doing the ugly cry. Y'all know that. Y'all know that cry. The ugly cry. I was like, oh my God, this is so sweet. So sweet. And now I'm like, all the times I didn't want anybody to plan anything for me. What did I miss out on? Well, no more of that. You guys can plan whatever you want for me. It was the most amazing time. And so I am encouraging each of you, whether you are in your 50s, 60s, 20s, or 30s, just begin to embrace life. Embrace all the changes that come. Allow yourself to live in the moment, to enjoy the moment, the day, the time, whatever it is. Really, truly, fully experience life so that you can live abundantly. And you can have that abundant life, what I'm all about on this channel. Abundant living so that we can experience joie de vivre. You all, I thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope that you will come back each and every week as I share blogs, and on Instagram I have little inspirational reels every day. I thank you all so much. I appreciate each and every one of my subscribers. Before you leave, please like, comment, share this video, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Thank you all so much. You guys take care. Have a wonderful day. Happy birthday to me. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.